Hello and good evening. Man, I gotta learn that hello. I still have it. I still have it from the poker days, I guess. Hello, good evening. Today we're gonna do a special stream. I mean, not that special, maybe. We're gonna talk about sleep, because I just did a 30-day. Man, I'm shouting because I did a 30-day sleep challenge. Let me just see if the stream works. I hope so. Let me just see. Yes, let's go. I mean, it's gonna take some time, I guess, until people show up. But basically, yeah, I did 30 days of sleep. I mean, probably you did that too. But I tracked my sleep for 30 days. And what I found was a few things which we'll talk about today. By the way, Inter lost the Champions League yesterday night. Sad story. I didn't sleep well because it was way too late. And I didn't feel that good because of it. That's also a huge point I learned. But we'll get into it now. Let me share first maybe a few insights with you. So we'll see the sleep website, the article which I wrote about sleep. And I was going into this with the idea, okay, there's a few clear things which we gotta figure out, like, yeah, why sleep is important, what we gotta keep in check, the good routine, 8 to 9 hours, all the good stuff here. It's all quite intuitive, I'd say. But there's a few things which I learned which are not in here, and let's talk about those today. I mean, already in the article, I thought there was more to this, like, it wasn't just, okay, 8 hours. Yeah, that's important, but there's other stuff too. Schedule important, dark, no noise, no caffeine, no lights. It's all quite intuitive. But for me, the big thing was the nervous system. Being able to manage that and then trying to figure out, okay, how am I able to influence that in a good way, to manipulate sleep that it becomes quite... I'm doing these streams too because I wanna improve my English, because sometimes I'm just, going on a rant and never stopping. I wanna have it clear, on point. Yeah, I thought there was more to this. Like, it wasn't just a routine, and I wanted to maximize things as much as I could, like really improving there. So the elephant in the room, which I already heard about in 2022, where I was on a workshop in Berlin for 4 days about emotional management, emotional balancing. Again, I want to find a good English name for this. Just about emotional intelligence overall, I think. It's such an underrated topic. And yeah, there was this guy, 𝗴ጽ, who's a really known German. He's really known for the mimics and body language stuff. Like, even for poker, that would be good things to know. Yeah, and he was talking about, he's also really into, self-development, learning things, maximizing health, nutrition, everything. And he was talking about, okay, I sleep amazing every night. I can do what I want because I know how to sleep. And back then I was super excited about this, but I wouldn't like I wouldn't realize, how do you do this? I want to know, this must be super important. And he was talking about, okay, how things influence the nervous system and how we gotta, like there's way to influence your nervous system in a positive way before sleep. That's what I want to come down to. And yeah, resonance breathing, that's one of those. There's a lot of breathing exercises, but the main thing you gotta understand is that breath has a huge impact on the nervous system. Like us breathing faster is gonna activate us. It's gonna pull us in alert. And us breathing slower, it's gonna relax us. It's gonna help us fall asleep. It's gonna slow down the whole system. And that's exactly what we want before sleep, right? So that's why breathing is so powerful regarding all, regarding sleep, but also regarding general, like how you feel. Even now, when I take a deep breath, you know, oxygen coming through, kind of relaxing, it's different than if you're really shallow and high up here breathing, not fully in your presence and feeling your body in a way. So I was going into the 30 days thinking, okay, this is awesome. Every day I'm just gonna do some breathing exercises before sleep, and that's gonna fix everything. But that's not the whole truth, or that's not the whole story yet. There's some other things happening. But yeah, this is actually something I came up during the challenge, that I had an aha moment. Good sleep, it's not really like, it's not the magic sleeping pill, but it's more of a portal in a way, like us being really intentional before sleep. Okay, now I lay down, now no more distractions, no more, I don't know, thinking or problem solving of today, just laying down with intention. The day ends here, and now it's time to relax, to rest. No more scrolling, no more stimulation, obviously. Being present, slowing down. As I said, breathing is a great part there. Surrender also. That's more in sense of, okay, finding out, like, not finding out, how do I explain this? More in a sense of surrendering all the problems. Like we all have problems, right? Which are in our head, which take time to think about, which we want to solve. But they're not going to be solved by us thinking about it before sleep. So it's better to just surrender and hope, not really hope, just to give it up and trust in things that our subconscious is working anyways during sleep. So it's not like the rational thinking is only 5% of the whole system. So the 95% are gonna figure it out. That's what I mean by surrender. We don't have to think and ruminate before sleep. But I know it's easier said than done. Unless you're really good at meditating and really aware about your thoughts and stuff like that. Anyways, one other thing which is always great is visualizing. Visualizing is such an important skill and tool you can use for everything, even for sleep. Like if you imagine yourself sleeping well, feeling rested, having a great night of sleep, and you really like visualize it, you feel it in a way, not just think about it, but really feel, okay, how would it feel now to really relax and chill down? That's gonna have an impact. Like that's gonna help your sleep instead of, okay, that's such a bad problem. What do I do about this? It's a completely different story. And yeah, then I came up with this part, which I wrote after, I think, 2 weeks in the challenge. Slow breathing helps a lot to calm down, to relax your system. Tapping, That's another thing which I haven't used it much now, but I feel like that, you know, tapping is a relaxing mechanism. What I wrote also here, tapping is really intuitive. It's what, you know, the mother does with the baby, taps it, makes you feel safe, makes you feel relaxed. You can do that on your own, you know, just start tapping a bit, it's gonna relax you. And humming. Humming is also good because it kind of shifts your focus from your mind into your body more, and it also activates more your body. And what I mean by humming is, you know, the monk, really, the Chinese monk relaxing. Yeah. Anyways, then I thought, okay, now I figured it out, but not really. Like, can I get into the results here? Let's check. I did a lot of posts here in school. This is where I tracked all my sleep. Every day I uploaded here all the statistics. Okay, how did I sleep? You know, it's just this ring here, measuring everything. It's the Aura ring. Kinda like it. Makes it a bit more fun, almost like a game. Okay, how did I sleep tonight? Was it good? How was the hours? This was not so good, by the way. Here also you see me waking up, which is not a great score. Heart rate too. Like I realized when I eat late, when I do sports late, I have a higher heart rate here. And then it takes time to slow down and relax a bit more. It takes more time to relax. That's what I want to get to. And yeah, basically I was going into this and it was going okay, but I think we talked about this already last time. Where it really clicked for me was the why. Like once I realized why I want to sleep great, because before, you know, I was wasting time in the evening every time. I was watching YouTube, I was doing stuff I shouldn't do or I wouldn't need to do. But once I realized, no, it's important to sleep early because sleeping an hour more is going to have such a good impact on my sleep. And it's going to allow me to recover way more. That way it was easy. It was easy to get to sleep. Also something where is it? Here? Nope. Yes. Here it is. Also something I wrote down where I had here I'm collecting all the insights in the article. This I posted today too on Instagram. I had a huge insight. I was always the guy who had trouble getting up in the morning. But the real problem was not to get discipline getting up in the morning, but you need the discipline to go to sleep early enough. That's the discipline. It's not waking up. Waking up is a problem if you got to bed too late, because then it's super difficult because you didn't have enough sleep, you know? Your body knows, man, I'm not rested yet. I don't want to get up yet. That's a huge insight for me. So here, once I knew the strong why, which I explain here, I want to have a great day. I want to be successful. I want to reach my goals. It's going to be all way easier when I slept well. Because seriously, I think I'm 3 times more productive when I sleep well instead of having a bad night of sleep, right? We all know it. It's such a big impact. Meanwhile, I would super appreciate if you're around. Let me know in chat. I think I'm just talking to a screen here, nobody around. I hope I can give you some good value, man.
I also remember my grandma telling me the worse you sleep before midnight count double.
Oh, Hello, guys. That's awesome. Hey, 𝗴ጽ𝗲, yeah, method. That's crazy. How could our grandmas be so smart, man? It's crazy.
Alexander, hi. Thank for great content.
Man, thank you. Thank you, guys. Now I'm super happy talking to you. It makes more fun this way. It feels so weird, you know? I'm talking to a screen here and I think, man, is this even like, will people see this or am I just talking to nothing? It's still good because I want to improve my speaking. By the way, guys, if you don't want to miss this stuff, I even created a new channel about it where I'm gonna upload all of this. It's called Positive Pathways on YouTube. I'm also gonna upload this recording and I'm gonna start producing, how do you call it? Health content, all the good stuff, you know some people maybe who do this stuff. And for me, it's gonna be an exercise to speak better, to improve my speaking, to give you a ton of value for free. That's my commitment in this channel. And what was I talking?
Smiley face.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And what else? And I can upload here way more because I'm not gonna edit much. Because on the other main channel, there's gonna be good stuff coming here too, also about this content. But here I'm gonna only upload the fully edited, the high quality stuff, right? The things which take time, where I need to edit, where I need to have it on point. But on this channel, it's all unedited raw content. Yeah, so just that. If you want to check it out, I really appreciate it because obviously it helps also my...
This channel to your Twitch description and stuff.
Yes, that's great. Thank you. I actually got to do that because I just had a random insight about this last Friday, and since then I haven't done much here. So link channel. Awesome. Again, great to have you here. So let's get now into the good stuff. You were talking about your grandma knew this also, which is, to me, it's such a, I mean, there's so much wisdom around. We think we gotta reinvent everything, but actually they already knew, like even for nutrition and stuff. There's so many things which just clicked for me at some point, and it was all around. It just makes sense. So yeah, I was talking about this. This was one of the biggest insights. The why also. So I'm gonna share some good value with you right now because I really appreciate you being around and supporting. The why is such a difference because the why changes the whole question. Once your why is clear, the question, the question before was, okay, now it's 11 o'clock in the evening, or 10 o'clock even. It would be fun now to still scroll a bit, to watch some YouTube. Yeah, obviously it's fun. And the emotional brain below, which makes, there's the rational brain and the emotional brain. But you can imagine this. Do we have it here? Did I make the comparison here? I don't think so. I have it in one video. Basically, imagine this as an elephant with a rider on top. By the way, I got this out of a book here just 5 years ago. It's here. Let's go. This book showed me this comparison for the first time, and I got such an aha moment there, because how to get real change is by influencing the lower levels of or the deeper levels of your mind, which is the emotional brain, the limbic system. All the subconscious stuff. The logical rational part is just a tiny part of it, That's why, okay, logically we make decisions, but behind there's still the elephant. And if the rider is the logical part, the elephant is the emotional part. And if they're not on the same page, obviously the emotional part, the elephant, wins every time. That's why it's so important to go deeper, like to unlock the deeper levels. And we do that by defining a strong why. And it's not just like even myself. I was posting this in the group. Even myself, I made the mistake. I was posting this in the group somewhere. Where is it? Know your why. I came up with this exercise. Okay, I think this is really important. I gotta make this clear for people so they really understand the concept. Take your time, take 10 minutes. Why does great sleep matter to me? What's at stake if I don't fix it? That's an important point. What could change if I made this a habit? Put it on paper or on a digital sheet. You can share your why under this post, but you can also keep it private. What matters, by the way, here's the German language, privat. What matters is that you clearly define it, get specific, use visuals. And that is so important. Like, this is how you unlock the deeper levels. But even I myself thought, okay, now I'm gonna look into it. I'm just gonna think about it for 2 minutes and then it's clear. No, that's not how you do it. Like, that's not how you make it stick on deeper levels. You gotta really put this in, like, take your time, clearly think about it for at least 10 minutes, better if you do it more times. The more time you're gonna take, the more of an impact it will have. And then a lot of things came out for me, like, I know the difference when I'm really, great sleeps make me feel centered, calm and grounded, and thoughts flow easy. It's literally a life cheat. And once I understood that, fuck, it's so important. Like, that extra hour in the evening. And that's only one of the points here. Like, even in relationships, still struggling with I'm not really struggling. For now, it's just okay that I'm on my path right now alone, which is also important. Like, I have a lot of time and focus to take on this journey right now where I'm at. Good sleep will make my life mission easy. I will see it more clearly and achieve it without effort. Such an important impact just by the sleep. It's gonna be way easier. Way easier, like, seriously. Great sleep helps me be in my best version. It means achieving my full potential, whatever that will be. So many things coming up here. It is the difference between an easy day and a hard day. And once that really sank in, once I really understood that, suddenly it was not difficult to go to sleep at 10 o'clock or 10:30. Like, suddenly I would not waste time scrolling in the evening, because now the decision was not between scrolling or sleeping, where sleeping obviously is way more boring than now having fun, that's the emotional part now getting through. Yeah, I want to play, I want to have fun on the phone here. But it's now a question between, okay, scrolling, and most of the time I would obviously keep scrolling or waste time on the phone and stuff, because sleeping early felt lame, felt boring. And once I fixed the why, the whole decision changed. Now it's not, by the way, this should be a bit here fixed. Good stuff that I can fix some layouts here, formatting. Now it's not between, this is also a bit too big, by the way. Should we? Okay, it's fine. It's not between good sleep. It's not between scrolling or sleeping. Now it's between scrolling or achieving my goals. And then the decision becomes so much easier. Like, now those 30 minutes of scrolling feel like nothing. Because I feel like, okay, I picked this one and I'm gonna achieve all my goals. I'm gonna have such a better, productive day next time. I'm gonna do way better. So now almost every time I pick this, like, I'm not wasting time in the evening. I'm not scrolling and stuff. And it feels like such a difference in that regard. I literally brainwashed myself in a good way. Now going to sleep feels like scrolling on the phone. And to be honest, like 1 month ago, I wouldn't have realized. But right now, that's how it is. It's quite crazy, yeah, in a sense. Anyways, let me share with you just real quick a few more insights. Get up right away. But even this one, I think Peter had this problem a lot. He shared it also in the last stream we did. But even this one completely solves once this one happens. As I said here, if you go early enough, waking up early doesn't feel like effort. And it always used to feel like that. Okay, I still want to sleep a bit. It's so nice. We all know that feeling, right? Oh, I'm still gonna 10 minutes, just 10 more. No, now it's not like that. Like now when I'm fully rested, I'm actually hyped to get up, which is kind of crazy. Like I never was that. I was always so tired in the mornings, super tired. But now since I really know the why, and since when I get on time to sleep, I'm happy to jump out of bed in the morning. And I always thought, there's people who are more of a morning person or evening person. I'd still say I enjoy like being up in the evenings, but once you realize it's not that fixed. Like usually I think it's only a bit of the experience you had in childhood, maybe a little bit of genetics, but I'd say you can influence this to whatever you want it to be. Deep breath, slow down. My speaking escalates once more. You can slow this down. You can change in that regard to whatever you want to be. If you want to be a morning person, you can change it. If you don't want to be that, you can still be late in the evening. It's just your choice, in my opinion.
Alex.
It's not super programmed, I would say. Hey, good evening. This is important, I think. This helps a lot, stopping the light before sleep. Because
𝗴់må𝗲 sucesso Not like this.
Not like this, yeah. Yesterday was crazy. You know my 1K bet? Money, all gone. Yeah, I mean, I think they were just so... Like they couldn't handle the... Not the pressure, the intensity. I think since
Now we Esther all over again.
I don't know, to be honest. I wouldn't put it all away. Like they had so many games this season. I think they just couldn't handle it anymore. They're just so done, to be honest. And if you compare a game from now to, let's say...
TNL. Haha.
Yeah, it's so true, man. Crazy stuff. But I think they're so done. They can't handle it anymore. Just the intensity. They couldn't reach the level of PSG.
Yet hij played like idiots, man.
Yeah, I think they just
No balls.
Yeah, no balls. It looks like they didn't want to, but I think they were so, like, maybe not tired, but they couldn't, It's gonna be such a difference. It's the difference between a good night of sleep and a bad one. It felt like that. Like Paris, super reactive, super action, and our players always too late. Like not on point, not on time. Anyways, I'm gonna upload this on YouTube too, so thanks, Hake, for tuning in, but let's switch back to the sleeping part. Otherwise, people on YouTube are gonna ask themselves, what the fuck is going on here?
Okay.
But you're welcome, man. It was such a... Yeah, I was sad too. It's just natural. Get into your body more. That's an aha moment I had. Like, understand. We're the whole day, we're in our mind, in our head, right? On the screen, on the phone, always stimulation outside, and it's almost always in our head, unless we do sports or if you do stretching and yoga and all that good stuff, you're different. but I'd say 90% of people, we're working an office job, we're always in our head, doing stuff with our head.
Is this 𝗴ți how to sleep? Look,
Yeah, almost. Are you good at sleep, man? Guys, please put in chat now a number from 1 to 10. How good at sleep would you rate yourself? Like, how good is your sleep and how well do you sleep? I'd say before the challenge I was a 6.
10-10.
Nice, Hake is sleep champion. And now I'm maybe an 8 with what I realized here.
3,
4-3. Man, there's so much potential, guys. I want to show you how to reach it as much as possible. And we'll get into that now. Now we've been talking about, okay, what happened here, it's fine. But I want to share with you now. So I was sharing here in the group, right? I was sharing every day how I slept. And once I knew the why, it had such a good impact. Like the sleep, I had no trouble going to sleep early. Okay, this actually wasn't that early. But still, like you can influence it the way you don't have to go to sleep every night at, wait, where's this? Every night at 10 o'clock.
Smoke a joint and you sleep like a baby. Lachend.
Yeah, that's where we want to get to, but without the substance. Because what does the joint? It relaxes you so much. It relaxes your nervous system. At least I imagine. It comes from me who never even smoked a joint, so you can laugh at me there too. Like I never even tried it. It sounds weird, but I always had an aversion to everything beyond alcohol. So I tracked it here every day, and then something weird happened. Let me explain. Something weird happened. Where's my sheet here?
There is also 𝗴Ce if that's not enough.
𝗴Ce. No, don't go for the substances. We can do this ourselves. Because the thing is, every substance has side effects usually. I would love to take a substance, and if it had no side effects, it would be great. But usually, life doesn't work that way.
Och jeetje, why so boring?
Yeah. I mean, the good part about boring stuff is that you can still have it. It's not the easy route.
Take
But-
something in your life.
No, never.
Lachend. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. No, seriously. Like, I have this in me where I just feel like I want to do it the hard way, but I want to do it the healthy way. I don't know why. But that's how I am in this regard, yeah. So, here's what happened. I did this now, and I was tracking, and I wrote once I got the why, I was on such a good streak. You cannot imagine. Like, I slept so well. Here's, by the way, the rankings we also did. I still gotta update a few things. But I'm only gonna, can I just show you mine? I mean, I think it's not a big problem here if we share a bit of stuff. Basically, I was on such a good streak here. Like from day 10 or 11, I defined my why clearly. And then every night was such, like I was waking up so rested every day. I knew exactly what I had to do, lay down early, it was different, I slept so well. I got up, when I used to get up at 7:30 or something, I got up at 6 suddenly, and without alarm, because I just woke up, felt super rested, and I thought, what the fuck? I unlocked life here.
Or PC minimum 1 hour before going to bed, and you keep the same rhythm, you will be fine, I guess.
That's a good point, yeah, definitely. If you have that already as a routine, that's great. Like all the stimulation before sleep is bad because it's gonna make you alert, and we want the exact opposite. We want to chill down, obviously. But again, let's go back. I was on such a streak now. I was on such a streak now, and I thought, you cannot see it, I'm sorry guys. I thought, okay, I can show it this way. I thought, let's go, I've got it now. I've got this figured for life. I'm just gonna sleep so well now every day, and I'm gonna reach all my goals, and I'm so productive, which these days I was. Like, I was so productive, seriously. And then, after these 2 weeks, probably, around that, after these weeks, I started to struggle a bit again. Like, suddenly I was, how do you explain this? The routine was on point. I went to bed at 10:30, at even 10 sometimes. But what would happen now is a new problem was coming up. And the problem was I was laying in bed and I could not get asleep. Like, I had so many thoughts rushing, and I just was laying there, 11, 10 or 12, midnight, I'm still not asleep. And the thing is, the more pressure, because I knew, man, I gotta sleep. The time is counting, the countdown is running. The later I get to sleep, the less I'm gonna sleep, and the worse my sleep will be. I'm not gonna be that productive as I used to be in these 2 weeks here, where it felt like easy. And here, when I have this one, I usually went out here. Like, these are different nights when I get a 5 or something. But I was always on an 8, 8.5. I even thought, man, now I'm gonna get to a 9 or more. But here again, it got back 7, 6, because I just couldn't fall asleep. And now I had a big aha moment. Okay, these 2 weeks before, once I defined the why, once I really jumped into this, what happened? I've got such a clear intention there. Like, the intention was so clear that my mind, it was so clear. I'm gonna sleep well. I know it's so important.
I think eating a lot will make you sleep better, also digestion.
I think eating a lot will make you sleep better, also digestion. To be honest, for me, that's the complete opposite. Like, when I sleep late, my digestion still works, and then I see it in the tracker everywhere. I sleep way worse. Also, my heart rate. I would advise you, to be honest, it's also a general advice, I think a common advice, to not eat late. Like, to not eat 2-3 hours before sleep. I feel a huge difference there, to be honest. And I've noticed it, I think, every time during this challenge. When I ate late, at least when I ate more, like some tiny meal might still be okay. I don't know, a banana or something. But when I eat late and when I eat much, I've slept so bad every time.
Do you use Whoop? What do you think about it?
I'm not using Whoop, I'm using Aura. And I'm quite happy with it. As I said before, it feels like a game almost. It gives you a lot of data. Like, I could show you a day where I ate late here, but I don't think I'm gonna just randomly find one. Or do I?
If you lay down after a good meal, you always get sleepy, 𝗴.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, you get more in a insulin coma. Like, your insulin spikes, which makes your body kinda tired.
Het is 𝗴់LOL.
Yeah, it's food coma. Many people, I think we all know it, right? After lunch even. We get so tired because we get a huge spike in insulin, and that's gonna put us back down. Then a huge drop comes.
I think eating late can make you tired, but the quality of sleeps is getting less.
Exactly, method. Yeah.
ITS about getting to sleep is TT? Lachend.
What method said?
Yes. There's now 2. I think both are true. What I would advise is, if your sleep quality is well, and if you feel like you wake up rested and it's all good, go for it. Don't change anything. Like, whatever you hear, whatever you see from someone, you gotta test it. If someone tells you, no, you can't eat before sleep, but you eat before sleep and you sleep amazing every night and you feel super rested, obviously always being super honest here. Like, you don't, what I think some people get into a direction that they just want to be right and they want to do everything to be right. So they would even ignore some facts just to be right. But that's the worst thing you can do. Like, someone told me this and it clicked for me so much. Like, always be ready to give up your beliefs. Even I myself. Like, if someone tells me tomorrow, no, you gotta eat this before sleep and it's amazing, I will test it and see. If it works, I'll do it. Like, who am I to know? I'm not knowing everything. I'm just testing a lot. And I want to give you some inspiration what I feel like worked for me. And usually there's some connection here, like there's some underlying patterns a lot of times. But it's not like a one way for everything. That's why it's also called positive pathways. There's so many pathways. You just gotta try things and then see what works for you in the end. That's all I wanna get you to.
I just speak for myself, 𝗴C. But after you fall asleep, there is no but sleep for me. I just sleep.
Okay, you just sleep. Yeah, if you've got problems maybe falling asleep, maybe it's a cure that way. What I can tell you, for me, it's the complete opposite. Like, it's interesting. I would be curious how you would rate your sleep or how you would feel if you wouldn't eat, like if it would be maybe worse or better or whatever. Like, I've got a clear pattern in a sense that when I eat before sleep, I sleep at say 1-2 points worse. Like, I really feel my digestion. Maybe it's also, we all have a different digestion. Maybe your digestion is super strong and you don't even feel it and your body's so used to it. I mean, maybe you're fine that way. If you feel good, if you feel healthy, well rested, go for it. Again, who am I to tell you what to do? And it's good to hear different opinions too. Like, if you've got a completely different idea, just give us the opinion and then the thing is, I would always try to think, okay, why? Like, what could be behind it? Try to understand it. Because that's also how you can test someone who's maybe giving you advice and stuff. Always ask him why. And if he can't explain the why, probably he hasn't understood it himself completely. Like, even some things I'm saying here, like, I cannot exactly tell you why, but it's just experience from me, how I'm used to it. Many times I think it clicks for me, okay, that's why this is happening, and here is this thing, and then it connects, but it's not always. So keep this in mind. Always be super open and curious to investigate, to dig a bit deeper maybe. But we're already 40 minutes in.
I was just telling you another alternative in case someone could sleep.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, again, I'm open for every idea here. Yeah, definitely.
Usually digestion makes you sleep.
Yes. Yeah, it makes sense. You get tired. But again, I wouldn't...
But it can be different for everybody.
Yeah, that's 100% true, that it's different for everybody. But to be honest, I would be, like, my opinion is really in line with anomic.
Also depends on the food.
Also depends on the food, that's true too. What I realized, I think I do the best when I don't eat.
Food is not supposed to make you sleep. That's actually a sign we're eating wrong.
Apenstaartje Punepo. Yes, Def don't eat too much sugar.
Yeah, we could get really deep now in the rabbit hole thinking, okay, this. But what I want to do here, I'm super happy that we have a discussion here, which is always good, like to have different ideas, different sides where we come from.
Sugar keeps you awake for sure.
And yeah, sugar activates you also. That's what I realized too.
You don't get tired from eating fruit, for example.
Yeah, just test it, guys. I think, again, as I said, I wouldn't go too deep now because I gotta share. I think I want to share with you some good stuff, which I realized these few, like things I learned now, which are true for me. Once again, question everything. But we'll get into that. And since we're already 40 minutes in, I think we gotta move on. Otherwise, it's gonna be.
Supposed to eat.
Otherwise, it's gonna be 2 hours. Nutrition is also. We're gonna get into the nutrition soon too. Like nutrition is a deep topic of the whole. Even in theory, I'm a nutrition coach, so I'm really hyped about nutrition. Yeah, it's such a good topic. But let's get into the biggest aha moments now. The biggest, I want to share with you as much value as I can, as much learnings as I had, because I think...
They are actually frugivores, but this statement offends most.
Yeah, even here, like this is such a deep topic to talk about and so many different ideas, opinions. I would just try for yourself and then go with that. There's so many solutions to this, seriously. What I really came up to now, okay, this was the why, right? We were talking about this. If you want to sleep well, find a good why you want to do it. Otherwise, in the evening, it's just going to be between scrolling, having fun, and going to bed, being boring. Then it's tough to get the discipline and to get the structure, right? So define your why, make it really clear, specific, take time to define it, and that's going to help you for discipline. That's the first huge learning I had. Like, discipline is easy when you have the why. And I never realized this, even in other areas. Like when you have the why, things get easier because you have a clear goal. You have so much drive and passion towards that. But you gotta really figure it out. It's gotta be clear and important. Yeah, that's what's gonna drive you. You know, in the tough days. Like that's what's driving me. Just knowing, fuck, I gotta go to sleep because it's gonna make my next day so much better. And
At a very basic level, you should need a reason not, because the day and your life should make you feel tired, so you naturally go to bed.
Yes, that's a good point, Punepo, yes. But even then, I mean, we're watching TV late maybe. Maybe we're playing a video game, whatever. And our system is so activated. And then, and it's fun to still going. I think sometimes many people even miss when they get tired. Like they're so used to stimulation. They're so used to not going to sleep. I know what you mean. This should be natural, 100%. And I always really admired my brother. He was also always that way. Like he would go to sleep when I was still living at home, like 10 years ago. He would always go to sleep early and wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning or something. He would always, I don't know, he wouldn't be there watching TV late. He just had it in him. He would get tired and go to sleep. Like even our grandparents, they had no TV and no stuff. They would just, now it's late, now it's dark, let's go to sleep. It's the best thing you can do, right? But nowadays we have so many, how do you say? We have so much input and so many, I'm missing the word. When something really pulls you in, doesn't matter. I think you know what I mean. So much, man, I almost had it. Versuchungen, it's in German. Versuchung. Versuchung. English. Temptations. Temptations. Let's go.
Temptations.
Yes, Punepo, you got it. Awesome, man. So if you want to improve your sleep, find a strong why. That's going to make everything way easier. Especially if you have struggled with going to sleep on time. If you have struggled to find a good routine, define a clear why. Like take time and write it down. Take pictures to really influence your subconscious. Yeah. Then the second big aha moment I had, the second huge aha moment I had, because I remember I had days where I wouldn't even where the routine would not be on point back in the days, but I still would sleep great sometimes. And that's the big influence there I realized is, but this also comes quite natural. Wait, I've copied a wrong thing here. This also comes quite natural. How you feel is gonna impact your sleep. Like if you had a great day, if you're doing really well, if you're in the zone, everything goes well, obviously sleep is gonna be 10 times better. I mean, maybe not 10 times, but it's gonna be better on average than if you're really stressed, if you have a lot of things going on, if you're not good at managing those things, if you have a lot of emotions inside which you're not able to maybe get on point or to process in a way. That's what I realized. And the big impact, I think, also from the why was that the emotions, once I realized, okay, yeah, I just gotta sleep great and I'm feeling great. And that was also before getting to sleep. Like I was super hyped about sleep. I was so happy. Yeah, let's go to sleep. Let's do this. I was feeling so well every day. I just thought, yeah, I've got it now and I'm sleeping well. And that kind of, I think also subconsciously that influenced me.
Yes, worry, senor, it keeps you awake.
Exactly. Then there's a lot of thoughts. Usually it's a cycle between emotions and thoughts and you cannot get out of it. Because if we have a thought always coming up, the thing is we try usually to solve it with our brain. But most of the time there's an emotion behind it actually, which we don't want to feel. So that emotion triggers the thoughts and then we have more thoughts and the thoughts trigger the emotions. And then we're in a cycle where we never get out. That's the tricky part. But yeah, what you can do here, like imagine this. What's gonna lead to better sleep? Doom scrolling 30 minutes and then feeling bad before sleep? Or soft music, something which relaxes you, I don't know, a chill, something which makes you happy even. You can pick a chill book, whatever makes you feel well. When you feel well before sleep, and you can use visualization to put you in whatever state you want to be in, like even imagine yourself, what would make you relaxed as a child? Imagine that picture, imagine that situation. It's gonna help you feel better, 100%. I was also thinking, but if you have a bad day, you cannot do anything about it. That's not true. It's so not true. Yeah, it's just if you pull those emotions, your body is gonna solve them through the night, which is still good. That's why you dream a lot maybe, or that's why you have a nightmare. Like those are not bad. They're actually there to process a lot of stuff in the background. But that's gonna have an impact. Like if you're really chill, balanced, in the zone, also the nights are chill, balanced, in the zone. It's gonna be way different than if you're super stressed all day and stuff. And that's the second big thing I learned. Like, quality of sleep is super impacted by how you feel before sleep, even hours before, and how your general outlook is on sleep. Like, I thought, my thinking was, having the sleep article, right, having it all written down here, my thinking was, I'll just do the breathing exercises and then I'll be fine. Then it's gonna be good. It's gonna be amazing sleep every night. But the breathing exercise is actually great if you have trouble falling asleep. If you have trouble falling asleep, then it's great. And that's what I experienced now a week ago or so. So the breathing is a tool to make you relax and to make you fall asleep easier, faster. It chills you down. But if still in the background you have all the worries and all the things going on, then it's not gonna be like, okay, you fall asleep, but if there's still all the emotion and you're not super hyped about sleeping well and you're not chill, then you might sleep early, but you might not sleep that well. That's what I had an aha moment. So this is the tool to go get to sleep, which is great. Like, if you have trouble falling asleep, 100% do this. Like, slow down. Our breath is almost like a metronome, setting the... Actually, I deleted this picture. I should bring it back. Our breath is the metronome. You know the metronome? I've even got one here. Man, I cannot get it up. Oh, now I got it. You know the metronome, right? Basically, no, it does not go now. I think I pulled it in. That's how often I used it. I cannot even... Where is it? Or do I need to? No. Weird. I think... Oh, now I got it. Finally. So, this is the metronome, right? And it has a certain rhythm. That's... Man, is it too loud? I'm sorry. That's basically your breath. Like, you wanna have it chill in the evening. That's how you slow down your body. Your breath will slow it all down. But if you're in this direction, you're not gonna be able to sleep. And the breath is gonna help you really relax it. Like, in a sense, if you breathe slow, if you chill it down, that's how you're gonna get to sleep. That's how your body is gonna relax. And breathing is the tool for that. But it's not the tool to sleep well. I thought this was the tool to sleep well. It still might have a small influence on that. But the tool to sleep well is actually how you feel, in my opinion. At least that's what I learned now. And that's what I'm gonna try out now. That's what I'm gonna experiment with now for the next few weeks. But so far, that's my main learning. Like, the breath is the tool to go to sleep, to get out of maybe that thinking, to get more into your body. If you have problems falling asleep, then use the breath. But the thing which is gonna really impact your sleep is this one. How you feel. Like, how you had your day. What's your state before sleep? Yeah. That's the two main learnings. No, three actually. If you fix your why, if you fix your emotions and how you feel, or at least if you get aware of it, if you know how to influence that in a good way, and then you have the breathing to sleep on point, then you have it, in my opinion. Like, I even want to write it down. Okay, this one is to get the structure. Like this is gonna make you go to sleep at 10 o'clock. This is gonna give you the quality of sleep. And this is gonna help you fall asleep. Actually, I like it this way. That's, I think, what's my main learning so far in the sleep challenge. Structure, quality, and timing. Timing, we can say. Timing, in a sense of falling asleep when you're laying in bed. And when you have these three in check, I think then you got it. Like then you're on a really good path. Yeah. I'm still playing around a bit with these. I thought I got it, but I think once I understood these three, I think now I'm on a good, like I'm in a good direction that I'm gonna make my why and all the things happen I want to. In a sense of sleeping well every day, almost. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. That's my main learnings. Maybe you have some ideas on that. Maybe you've got some different opinions. I would be super happy to hear some or to have your ideas on this or even experience. Like maybe you feel like, yeah, this makes sense. It doesn't. I'm super open to everything you got there. And if not, we're over an hour in. I really appreciate you sticking around here. Once again, this is a huge exercise for me to improve my speaking, to get good at creating content, which I'm super hyped about because, again, my message is clear, or my mission is clear. I want to share great value for free. I want to get really good at it. And I'm not coming from the best. Like, I was super bad at speaking, and I still am in certain ways, I feel like. Speaking too fast, speaking, I don't know, weird, not having a good thought, like getting lost and stuff. But the more I practice, I feel like the more I'll get there. And that's why I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you're hopefully taking something out of this. And I'm happy to let you go. Because we gotta let stuff go. Once again, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As I said, I'm gonna upload all of this stuff here, but not just the long streams. Also, I'm gonna start making content off without stream, like 10-minute videos where I share some aha moments, maybe even shorter, things I learned, things I realized. So yeah, check it up. It's gonna be, this is gonna be the main.
Have a great Sunday.
Thank you, 𝗴ጽ. Have a great Sunday too. This is gonna be now the main.
You could also use X.
You could also use X. That's a good point. The thing is, I'm not even active there myself. And I don't wanna maybe...
Next time, Alex. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Grazie per averci perso la Champions League. Grazie, Ike. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks for the input, 𝗴ጽ. Maybe at some point. Anyways, check it out. I've put the link here. Again, I'm gonna share a lot of good content for free here. And I've even uploaded the video with Peter. And that's it. I hope you can take this somehow into your sleeping routine. If you have problems falling asleep, use the breathing methods. If your quality is bad, look into how do you feel, how are things going in general, stuff like that. How can you manage maybe some emotions and stuff, release some, it's gonna help. And if you have problems with the structure, clearly define the why. That's all. Have a great evening. See you in the next one. Bye.